Kanye West, now known as Ye, said he is terminating his deal with the retailer for failing to meet obligations in the agreement, including product distribution and opening Yeezy Gap stores. Joining us now to discuss, we've got a surprise guest for you, is Ye himself. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So talk to us about what happened here. Why are you terminating this deal with Gap?
Well, it was always a dream of mine to be at the Gap and to bring the best product possible to the masses. And I always talk to them about doing products for $20, like the best product in the world, designed at the same level of the top fashion houses in the world at $20 for the people. And so we went through 3 years, and obviously there's always like struggles and back and forth when you're trying to build something new and integrate teams. So we designed an entire collection, and actually I wasn't able to set the actual price that I wanted for this collection, and then they actually took one of the shirts and sold it for $19. So didn't price my stuff at like $200 and above their whole price point normally, and then did the exact shirt for $20. Also, they did pop-ups, and I signed on with them because they had in the contract they said they were going to do stores, and they just ignored us about building stores constantly, and it was very frustrating. It was very disheartening because I just put everything I had. I put all of my top relationships. I went and got Dimna, the head designer of Balenciaga, which is one of the hottest brands in the world, to come. He does couture, and with that relationship, he ended up working on a Gap collection for me. There are a lot of things, colorways that I didn't approve. There's a lot of places that the product went to, certain sites where it was like they were just dog and pony and the idea around town. And sometimes I would talk to the guys, the heads up, the leaders, and it would just be like I was on mute or something. And they totally, our agenda, it wasn't aligned. And I know, my family, we're Garmentos. My family, we made the first Louis Vuitton bootleg jogging suits. When they used to confiscate the bags at LAX, that's actually literally my family that would cut up those bags and make jogging suits. We literally would make cross colors. Yeah, this is because people always think of things like a celebrity. This kind of, I wouldn't have been so influential in clothing language. I like that, but I like the word language better than aesthetic, because the language is a base. Aesthetic is just a style. It's a language that me and Virgil and Dimna and Jerry Lorenzo and Matt Williams brought in streetwear, in this Marc Echoes complex idea of what it is today, what high schools look like today. And everyone knows that, I'm the leader, I'm the king, right? So a king can't live in someone else's castle. A king has to make his own castle.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, let me go. So with Kanye West, a lot of people don't like him. I like Kanye West.
Love him.
Because I know what I'm going to get with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been like this since he came out.
Yep.
And that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. But like I said, personally, I like the move that he did on terminating. He's a billionaire. So when you're a billionaire, you really have the power to do whatever you want. And just to terminate that deal, look how the stock is going down. So that tells me, he has some power, and he's a culture changer. He's definitely a culture changer. Anything that he feel like he needs to do, go ahead. He can, and he has the power to do it. If he want to do something that he wants to do it, he can do that. He has the power. He has the money. He can do that. And people, like I said, when you see he's talking and they got the stock up and the stock is going down, meaning he has some power. Because if Kanye West leaves somewhere, a lot of people it's not gonna buy his stuff no more because he has the power to do that. So if he feels like he want to do it his way, like he said, sometimes you can't live in somebody else's castle. If you're the king, you gotta live in your own castle and build on that. He's 100% right. And like I said, I support him. And if he want to do it how he wants to do it, he can. Because he has, like I said, he's a culture changer, and people gonna buy his stuff. Like I said, I see a lot of people here, especially in LA, they really like like Kanye West, and they like really wearing his stuff. So I agree with Kanye West on that one. That's my take.
See, the thing with Kanye West, the reason this is what I like about chaos. We just don't talk about the chaos in the community, but we also talk about the good things in the community. Someone like Kanye, who I think everybody knows, he's very versatile. He's very talented as an artist, but not only that, but he's very talented as a businessman. Can you even say, he said, I wanted to create a clothing line that would be affordable for people to be able to buy it. You don't hear that from a lot of people. To hear that from him, because I think he know most of his designer clothes cost over, I think, like he said, over $200. For him to go down and say, hey, let's create a line that, which is my idea, because I'm the one that's investing in your company, and we the one that signed a deal. That was my idea to sell for people at a lower cost. They will go back and sell it at a higher cost. That's not right. So that would say that was very good business strategy for him. And I think, to me, Elon Musk will take a lesson from him, because at the same fact, when Elon Musk was dealing in this situation with Twitter, he didn't do it that route. Elon Musk did a sneaky way compared to Kanye. Kanye did it straight up there, say, hey, it's not going to work. We out. Did counsel. We out. Because at the end of the day, I'm a king. I'm the one that invested in this company. I should have the right and say, okay, where's my distribution going? How much the price is going to close, because I'm investing in your company. So that means I'm a partner within your company. And not only that, but you represent my name, which is Ye. So for you to go and to treat the people to buy something at a higher cost, which they know they cannot afford, it's not right. So deal is over with. And I think that was a good power move on him. And I think a lot of people should really break down his clip and pay attention to it, because he gives a lot of gems on how business is supposed to work correctly when you're in this business. Because remember, at the end of the day, you're dealing with sharks, but you gotta know how to tame the shark. That's my take on it.
My brother, you give a very unique, precise perspective on this, and I love that. You both brothers did. And I'm only just piggybacking. I don't really have to say much, but just to say this, ownership is everything. TJ Lofton, who is a guy who is a celebrity car maker, he talks about this. And when we stop tap dancing around these folks and be very direct in understanding, you'll get the results that we want. Look at us. We build a platform. I'm here with my brothers. You could come here and get unfiltered advice, responses, without nobody dangling money over us. If you support us, we'll be able to give you what you're looking for. He's been under contract with them folks, learning that these folks didn't really fuck with him like that. Now he's getting into the realization where he's coming to his realization to take care of himself. Point blank, period.
And not only that, but this is my final take on it too as well, because a lot of people think it's a bad thing to break deals. No, it's not. If you feel like a deal is not working for you as a person or even as an artist, you have the right to, remember, this is your life here. You have the right to negotiate the deal or say, the deal is all, I'm gonna go my way. That I would say this video here, that would say this to me, I think this is one of the best videos. It actually breaks down how business works. So that's what that was a people really break down and not go on the aspect because it's Kanye, because people think how Kanye is. But really pay attention to what he's saying. They could go a mile away. Go ahead, Joe. I know you have a conversation.
Yeah, well, my thing is, big people like billionaires, they make big moves, and they make big moves because there's a reason, and they can do it. And Kanye West, he can do that. He has the power, and he can do that. So he's following what he needs to, that he believes that needs to be done. That's my final take.
And this is why you gotta like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. Because when you leave a comment, we actually love it, we actually enjoy it, we actually engage in those comments. Because we like to see different people's perspective. Because a lot of people kind of disagree with Kanye, say he should have never left Gap. We agree with Kanye, he should have left Gap, but a lot of people disagree. So that's why you gotta like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Cause remember, we go live each and every Sunday, 7:30 Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in, Care Culture Radio. We over and
Yeah.
out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.